Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Side Hustle with Mo. I am Mo, and I'm going to be talking to you about Turo today. I'm going to be focusing on how to get the best vehicles for Turo. Now, I've met a few people that say car rental, they tried it once or they tried it for a couple of months and it didn't work out. Essentially, they couldn't turn a profit. And it got me thinking. I've got into conversations where we talk about what went wrong or what they could have done better and all that. So, I am a Turo host. I'm a Turo power host. I've been doing Turo for about 4 years now. I started with it's one vehicle. That was my personal car. And I've been able to scale that up to seven vehicles that I use for Turo. All that while holding a full time job. So being a Turo host doesn't impact my ability to do my 9 to 5 day job. But some of the things that I would say why you could try Turo or car rental and it won't work for you. One of the key things to avoid that is what I'm going to be talking about today, which is buying the right vehicle for Turo. It's not every vehicle out there that's going to be a great fit for car rental. So if you already have a vehicle that's a personal car and you want to use that to do Turo car rental, great, go ahead and do it. But if you don't have a vehicle or you're looking to buy a vehicle for Turo, then this video is for you. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. So yes, as I started to say, if you're in the market for a new vehicle, you're considering your options, you're trying to get a new vehicle for Turo, I'm going to say number one, do not buy a brand new vehicle. Don't buy a brand new vehicle. Don't do it. Don't do it. There are other ways you can save your money or other ways you can spend your money. There are other things you can do with your money, but don't buy a brand new vehicle. Don't go look for a 0 mile, 100 mile vehicle for Turo. Look for a used vehicle. And then price should be a key thing. Don't go buy an expensive vehicle for Turo. Now, if you want to get an expensive vehicle, Maserati, a Range Rover, Mercedes, and put it on Turo, that's your business. But I mean that's your preference. But I'm saying if you're going in with the business mindset, you are going in because you want to turn a profit, you want to make money. Don't buy a brand new car. Don't do it. Look for a used vehicle. Turo lets you list vehicles that are 12 years old or less. So look for 10, 11, maybe and even a 12-year-old vehicle to list on Turo. Don't go for a vehicle with 20,000 miles. If you want to do it, that's fine, but I'm not going to advise you to do that. Look for an older vehicle, an older year, higher mileage to use for Turo. Now, this ties into your price. Don't go expanding your budget. Don't go emptying your savings account. Don't go stretching yourself thin just for this. Look for a vehicle that is affordable. Now, affordable is relative, so break that down however you want to break it down, but look for something that is affordable. This is a car that you're going to be renting out, it's not your personal car. Don't be too particular about what it is you are looking for. Now, if you look at your year, you're able or you're willing to buy an older car with higher mileage, that brings your price down. So affordable, go for something affordable. When you do that, you are starting your business with a lower startup cost. It's easier for you to recoup. If, for example, you buy a vehicle for $8,000, it's easier for you to turn a profit than when you go buy a vehicle for $25,000, for example. So you get it. Common sense, right? Look for an older vehicle, higher mileage and higher year. It has to be within the Turo allowed limits, of course. Now, you might be wondering, where do I find that kind of vehicle that Mo is talking about? And one thing that people don't do, or a lot of people don't give credit to, is Facebook Marketplace. Go on Facebook Marketplace, put your filters in the kind of vehicle you're looking for, the mileage, and all of that. Once you find that or a few vehicles that make sense, reach out to the seller, ask questions, ask for pictures, ask for the VIN number. Now, when you get the VIN number, put it in the Turo app. I've done a video on how to do that. This is something that saves you from having to initially pay for the car history. So like a Carfax payment, which will come at like a couple of not up to $100, maybe like 40, $50. But instead of spending that, ask for the VIN. When you get the VIN, put it on the Turo app. You're going to know if there's a problem, if that vehicle qualifies for Turo or not. Now, once you've done that and it makes sense, go out there to meet the seller, basically, essentially check out the vehicle. Now, when you're doing that, if you have a mechanic or mobile mechanic, look in your area for a mobile mechanic. If you have a mobile mechanic, have them go with you, test drive the vehicle. If you do not have a mobile mechanic, right, to test out the vehicle for you, once you get the vehicle, even before you go, let the seller know that you're going to be taking the vehicle somewhere. There are dealerships that would do a pre-sale inspection for you. Maker, a couple of dealerships, or maybe not makers, Meineke. There's Meineke. There's a couple of other ones that they would do. Some would do it for free, some would do it for like a really cheap rate for you. They will check out the vehicle, check for any oil leaks and all of those things. It's better to do that. It probably cost you $100 or even less. It could be half of that. It's better to do that before you buy a vehicle for thousands of dollars and you find out that the vehicle you bought is bad. So do that. Do your test. If you're able to test drive it yourself and you're experienced in buying vehicles, you don't need to go with a mechanic. You know what to look out for. You can go on that, look under the vehicle, check for leaks, pop the hood, all those basic things that you know. If you know how to do all that, beautiful. Go ahead and do it. So you can get a very good car, cheap, reasonable price from Facebook Marketplace. Try that out. Another thing, contrary to popular belief, is you can actually get a Turo car from the dealership. People feel like, I mean, not people feel, most of us know that the vehicles at the dealership are a little more expensive. But there's a trick. There's a trick. There's a trick to getting an affordable price for Turo from the dealership. And one of the things that I do is to look for a vehicle that's been out there in the dealership for a little bit. 30 days, 60 days, those are the ones that you want to go after. Now, it does the fact that a vehicle has been at the dealership for a minute doesn't mean that the vehicle is bad. It could be due to a lot of factors. But the good thing is once the vehicle has sat for that long, most of the time the dealership is more flexible. They are willing to negotiate. They just want to dispose of the vehicle. So you can go in there, most of the time they've reduced the price by themselves. Even if they haven't reduced the price, you can go in there, show interest in the vehicle, and tell them your price point. Again, they will be willing to work with you most of the time because the vehicle has been on the lot for a minute. They want to, you just want to get it out. So they will be willing to reduce the price and all of that. So yeah, those are the things that I do. It works. Try it out and see if it works for you. And if you have any questions, put that in the comment section and please subscribe to my channel. I'll catch you in my next video. All right, bye.